Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your December tarot reading. Here we are. So December is about wrapping shit up. Like, if we're just going to get straight to it, December is about wrapping stuff up. We've got Mercury retrograde for the last 3 weeks of the year. And like, I'm not here to make anybody afraid of Mercury retrograde. I'm just here to tell you to leave time and space for error in the last 3 weeks of the year. Like, we're going to put it that way. If you want to know more about how this retrograde is going to affect you and everything in December could affect you, go check out our Patreon, the Love and Science Patreon. I do all of the rising signs. I'm actually recording the last of them today to be published for the morning tomorrow. We do mid-month readings. There are classes in the second universe tier. So yeah, come join us on Patreon. It's a really great way to support the Wild Love Paradise Foundation at the same time, which you can read about. The information is in the description box. The Wild Love Paradise Foundation, Henry built for me and for other vulnerable, sick people to help them pay their bills temporarily. And he can't raise the money on his own to be able to do this. I have some surgeries coming up, so the foundation is actually going to be able to help me pay my bills during those surgery times when I can't work myself. So yeah, if you have a little extra during this holiday season, check out the Wild Love Paradise Foundation. The story is on there. And yep, Patreon also. I do have my calendar open as well, Taurus, but in the 6-month reading, use the code FLASH40 and you can get 40% off my offerings on my website as well. Okay, so with with this Mercury retrograde happening, it's more of like the recognition to not overextend your energy and not overtax yourself going into the new year. This year's hasn't been easy. It really hasn't been easy. And this month is not necessarily going to be the easiest month either. I think the easiest month of the year was April, and that wasn't even easy. Surrender to what is, Taurus. Surrender to what is your surrender card for December. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Surrender to what is. Absolutely. You know, there's so much that's happening right now that's out of our control. There's nothing that we can really, like, we can control the things that are happening in our own personal space and lives. Like, we can control that. But when it comes down to it, there's so much happening like in the outer world in humanity, right? So oftentimes I'll think like there's this huge world that we share out here, but I'm also going to build my little universe and I'm going to build it with peace as like the number one. That's what we're looking at, is peace in my little universe, right? And that may be something that you guys will want to do for yourselves. I'm going to give these a shuffle. I don't remember if I did before I started the camera, so let's give them a shuffle real quick. You may want to find your own little spot, piece, and really take a look at everything that's going on and just surrender to what is, so that you're not beating yourself up all the time. Let's see. Yeah, coming into December feels really aggressive for you guys, actually. So I'm not surprised that the Knight of Swords was the first one that came out. And it may even be that the air sign is being aggressive, or the Virgo is being aggressive, or the Gemini is being aggressive. Somebody's being aggressive, and it could even just be Mercury that's being aggressive. I feel like the only way for this to ease, like I literally want to say, ease your pain. Like, how am I going to ease my pain? And it's to isolate yourself from others. The Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, I can't even pick the card up, and the Hermit. And then we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Lovers. All right. For some of you, this is about a relationship with an air sign that you're, or even a Virgo that, like, you're just, I feel like it's a constant battle. And I feel like I mean, it's such a battle at this point. I look at this Six of Swords, and both of these people, they have their back to the card. They have their back to us, basically. And that's what I feel like is happening here. I feel like there's just this, like, I want to get away from this situation. I don't want to be, I mean, I almost want to say, I feel almost accosted by this. Like, I feel like I'm just being screamed at by this person. So, there may be some isolation, right, that's happening for you. I'm I'm curious because a lot of times when the Lovers card comes up, so I don't go directly to the whole relationship thing with the Lovers card. I feel more like this is about us becoming whole, but I do feel like you're almost hanging on to this relationship even though you don't want to be a part of the anger behind the air sign. Feel like you're holding on to this relationship because you think that it's like one of those relationships that's meant to stand, go through everything. But I'm going to say something, you guys, and I want you to really hear me when I say this. Yes, arguments happen in relationships. Yes, it's absolutely normal. But if someone is emotionally abusing you, or like saying nasty, rude, bad things to you, if the other person isn't trying to grow with you, not the lover's relationship that you think it is. It might just be a relationship that's testing you, or that's, teaching you a certain lesson about relationships and about what you don't want to have in relationships. Let's see, Knight of Swords, but I do feel like you're just ready to get away from this aggression at all costs, is what it feels like. Yeah, and really the way that you're going to do that is by pausing and reflecting, and like not going into your own rage storm. It's very easy to become the bull in the china shop. The rage, right? Could be from a Scorpio energy as well. This rage, I'm seeing this could also be from a Scorpio, but it feels very, very sharp. This could also mean that something is ending. We have the Death card on the Knight of Swords. So something is ending. It's time to end it with the air sign, or it's time to end it with the Scorpio energy, or whatever energy that is. It's just time to end it. Whatever aggressive energy is coming at you, it's time to transmute that aggression into peace, right? Surrendering to what is can really bring a lot of peace. And I feel like that's what this is. On the Six of Swords, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Hanged Man, clarifying the Six of Swords. So, time to grieve the ending. And it's time to see it in a different perspective. That's what that Hanged Man is there for. The Five of Cups is the grief, the loss, right? And the Hanged Man is there to remind you of perspective, and that we do still have 2 cups standing. If you would just turn around and take a look, but those 2 cups, you'd still see that they're standing there. But that Hanged Man, this could also be some Pisces energy too, that you're grieving, whatever sign it is. But you have to allow yourself to do it, right? You have to allow yourself to move forward and to let things move forward. Queen of Cups on the Hermit. I think the isolation is actually bringing you some intuitive clarity. I think some isolation this month is going to bring some intuitive clarity for you. And I think that you just genuinely want to be isolated. You just genuinely want to have that isolation time. Let's see what this air sign, this Queen of Swords. And I think that it could just be really confusing for you. The loss of all of this feels very, very confusing for you. 7 of Cups on the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles on the Lovers. See what I mean here? 7 of Cups. I think you're just really massively confused. So it's time to take a step back and how do I want to put this? Especially because Venus is going to be in Scorpio, especially because Mercury is going to be retrograde in Sagittarius. There is just this need for you to take a step back so that you can dial in to this confusion about this person and recognize what needs to be processed with them, because they make you feel like crap about yourself. They absolutely do. They make you feel like crap about yourself. And, I think sometimes you really want to be able to look at and believe one particular thing, but then you turn around and you're like, except there's this, and this that happens with them all the time. That 5 of Pentacles is feeling a sense of loss. 5 of Cups is feeling a sense of loss. It's the fives are feeling that a lack, right? Loss and lack. And it's not just a mentality. It's actually a real feeling of loss and actually a real feeling of lack. The bottom of the deck here, we have the 8 of Wands on the Page of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, with the star. Interesting. All right. I think that you're really, really wanting some kind of communication with someone, with this person. I almost want to say that, or you just want the energy to move. I feel like you're feeling really, really stagnant and you just want the energy to move. That Page of Cups is like, please. Or you want to hear from someone really badly. And I'm just going to say, like, I just feel like allowing yourself to have patience through December and just getting into January is really going to help to shift the energy. Aquarius season is going to be a whole new ball game for you guys. And so I really need you to hang on. We have the Knight of Pentacles also at the bottom of the deck. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles, there is so much more coming for you. So don't get stuck in a moment of lack. Don't get stuck in your own sadness right now. That's just going to keep you stagnant and you want to keep moving. Okay, so let the things end. Let it end this year. Let all of that gunk go, right? And find that new perspective, because things are changing and that perspective is going to help shift everything. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, Taurus. And I would love to see you guys in readings this month. And thanks for the support. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.